Hello and welcome back to another episode of Math with Stone. Today, we are going to be figuring out how to find an arithmetic mean with the official method and then the guess and check method. So, an arithmetic mean is quite simply a question where you could have some blanks in between two values. Now, you could guess and check your way to it. So like if you're thinking about like what number do you think you might have to add or subtract, but we're definitely adding to get to 41 here, to maybe get to 41, and you could be like, well, maybe it's 5, and you could add 5 and then add 5 and then add 5 and see if you get 41. So let's try 5. I don't think it is 5. 17 plus 5 is 22, and then 27, and then 32, and then I would be at 37, but I should have been at 41. So guessing and checking has its merits, because now you know that it's bigger than 5. So maybe try 7, because we're not that far off. 17 plus 7 is 24. Oof, that was bad, 24. Plus 7 is 31. Plus 7 is 38. And then plus 7 is too big now. Oh no, because that's 45. So maybe it's not 7 and maybe it's 6. 17 plus 7 is, plus 6 is 23. Plus 6 is 29. Plus 6 is 35. And then we get 41. And there you have your geometric mean with a difference of 6. Now, that is not the only way to do this. In fact, there's several ways that you could do this. Another method that you can do, but you can't do all the time, is you can figure out what is in between 17 and 41, and you could add them up and divide by 2. If you add 17 or find the average of those and divide by 2, you get 29. And then you could find the middles and everything from there as well. That's one method. It doesn't always work because maybe you don't have an odd amount of numbers there. Okay? None of those are the official way, though. The official way is by using your a sub n equals a1 n minus d 1 times d formula. And that would work even if the numbers are not even. Maybe the difference was 6.28, and that would be really difficult to find. So the way you deal with this is you think, and you're like, well, wait a minute, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 terms here. You can think of it as there's 5 terms. And you know your first term, this is your a1, is 17. You know there are 5 terms. The thing you're missing is your difference. And you could solve for that difference by using the idea that the 5th term, the a sub 5, the last term, is 41. And you could plug that in for an. And when you do that, you get 41 equals 17 plus 4 times d. And then you go from here, you solve, you subtract 17, and you get a number. 41 minus 17 is 24, is equal to 4d, which means that the d when you divide by 4 is 6, which we already knew. We're doing the problem just a different way. And once you found out the 6, then you could add 6, just like we did before, and add 6, and add 6, and get those 3 missing values either way. So sometimes your teacher may ask you to find the difference, but the arithmetic mean literally means find those missing terms. All right? So we're going to do one more example, but it's going to be the same exact thing. So here we go. Let's get a fresh sheet of paper. Here we go. All right, this one's going to be a little bit bigger, something where you would maybe not want to guess and check. 235 blank, 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 and then 32. Let's make sure I got the right amount of blanks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It'd be epic fail if I didn't have the right amount of blanks. All right, so what's our first term? Right there. an equals a1 n minus 1 times d. And you could guess and check for this, but it would take a little longer, obviously. If I had to guess, the difference is going to be like negative 24 or something like that. This is your last term. Any given term would be our an, where you want to stop. So we're going to plug some things in. We got 32 equals, A1 is 235. What is our n? Well, our n is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 terms. So 8 minus 1 times the difference. We don't know the difference. Again, I think it's like negative 24 though. 32 equals 235 plus 7d. Subtract 235. 32 minus 235. Subtract 235. Subtract the 235. We get negative 203 is equal to 7d. And when you divide by 7, oh, I was close, but I wasn't correct. You get a difference is negative 29, which is the hard part. But then you have to go through and you have to subtract 29 from that. So if we do 235 minus 29, I get 206 minus 29. I get 177 minus 29. I get 148 minus 29. I get 119 minus 29. I get 90 minus 29. I get 61. And if I subtract 29 one more time, I get back to 32. All right? So that was a quick one. I recommend that you use the guessing and checking method first if you think it's going to be quicker, because in fact it really is quicker. But then if it looks like it's going to be a difficult problem, that you go through and use your A sub n formula. That's going to do it for today. Until next time, have a great day. See everybody later. Bye.